maybe we short circuit this thing and we just throw it out. Be done. Either we're wasting his time or we're wasting ours. That's my opinion. What do y'all think? I mean, I don't mind. And let me be real clear. It seems like we could just sit in a room with Buddy and his group, and he says, "This is what I want, and this is what it's going to be." You can then slice up the pie and make sure we get equal portions of it, and we're done with it.
I'd be happy. My other concern is Mr. Parker is leaving at the end of February. He is so intimately aware and has been so involved. I think you can feel like it's a sizable proportion of your professional life. I would hate for us to have to continue the negotiations and the work into a new city manager. My God, to bring someone up to speed on the convoluted nature of this is kind of frightening. So I really would like to see this as kind of Ken's crown in one way or another, either it's a crown of thorn or a crown of thorn. Yes, but either that, because I just think the delay is going to. If we don't get a proposal till December, we're pushing the envelope.
No. Don't think that 90 days is how long you have to wait for a proposal. The developer has been aware this document has been substantially available since June. So he could have his proposal ready to go tomorrow, so to speak, because he's had time to look at it and massage it as he thinks is appropriate. So he can present it tomorrow if he wants to, or if he wants to think about it another 30 days. But I believe the developer would be interested in moving forward in a timely fashion.
Well, has this thing been available for 90 days?
It's been available since June, substantially. I did make those final cuts on it with regard to the submerged land interests and some of the fine-tuning on the wording, just to every time you read a document, you make it a little more clear.
But do you know what's been holding him up from signing off on it then?
Well, I think he hasn't had it officially until last week.
Okay. I guess what I would like is a motion and a second to an extension. I'd also like that we start negotiating in the open as part of that negotiation within this time frame.
Two separate motions.
It could be the same. I don't care what you want to do.
I think you need to bifurcate the motion.
Okay. All right. Let's separate.
Here?
Yes.
Do we need Margaret to check her paperwork about negotiations?
We can make a motion subject to.
Yeah.
That way we can cause of action can happen tonight.
All right. The motion is an extension of time.
Can I ask a...
Yes.
You're going to have a... All right, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
The December 1st date, where did that come from?
It was just a counting out on a calendar. You have the authority to come back to shorten it, but he would have to agree to a shorter period. We were just looking at sort of counting out.
And that was the date that you gave to the developer?
That's correct.
Ben?
Yeah. If we have this negotiation, we'll say out in public here, okay? We're going to have, seven councilmen? That's 7 different opinions and 1 developer. That negotiation won't get off the floor. For the simple reason is, you got all these different opinions about what should be done on any given piece of property. That ain't gonna work. I've already been through this. That ain't gonna work. So you need to appoint. Councilman can sit up here and listen, but you got to have 1 or 2 people representing the city from a negotiating standpoint. You can't have 7 councilmen negotiating against 1 developer. That practically ain't gonna work.
What the CRA did is that they authorized the city attorney and the manager to act in your behalf.
Okay.
I understand that.
Okay. Let's stay with that. Let's stay with Ben and stay with that. So in this negotiation, then we could be in attendance. Is that true or false?
That's true.
So you've got 2 negotiating. We're just listening to the negotiation.
Right.
At least it's open. You know where it's going.
We just listen.
Yes. you're already gaining the knowledge of where you're going. You can agree or disagree. You have your negotiators. We can feed them. You can feedback what you think.
Right.
Is that an alternative? That's acceptable?
I just want one additional thing. If we're going to delay this to December, I'd like some assurances that we start to move right away to begin to do negotiation, because I really think we have a lot to do down there. If this doesn't work, and at this point it doesn't look very promising, we really need to start talking about the park, and we got a full plate on it. So I am, and especially I would like to get, with benefit of Ken's extensive knowledge of this, I want to, if this isn't going to work, I'd like to turn to Ken as a counsel and say, Ken, you've been working on this for how many years now? 16? Where do we go next? What were the shortfalls? Why didn't we ever get anywhere? Well, what can we do better or differently? And I think so. I would like just assurances. Could we put in the motion that, with all due reasonable speed, we're going to attempt to negotiate and
Then let's ask the question.
I think
What if you compress it to 45 days? What if you say it's 45 days?
That was my thought.
That way at least you've reached a point in time.
Yeah.
Right? We don't need to wait 90 to fail. Let's either succeed or in 45.
And we
45 is
can
what,
vote
mid-October?
again. If we're making progress, we can go make it longer.
That's correct.
And that's what I was going to say, is because I think from an accountability standpoint, if we give 45 days, he'll use 45 days. If we give 120 days, he'll use 120 days. And we need a resolution, one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he does too.
All right.
Yeah, and if he's substantively ready, 45 days should work for him just as easily as it will for us.
It might even work better for him.
Yeah.
That work for you, Margaret?
That works for me.
Somebody make a motion for 45 days?
I make a motion that we agree to the extension of the proposal for 45 days
From today?
from today.
Second.
We have a motion. Additional comments? Doc?
No, I think that sounds good.
Dennis? Good. Bob? Don?
Do it.
Chief?
I just got one on the same subject, but different than this project.
No, this is just about
Okay,
the
this is, okay, I'm
Let me qualify something,
Yes.
because there's some accusations that this is being delayed because of my associate. I've known the LaCour family for over 40 years. I have in the past worked for the LaCour family. I have not worked for the LaCour family in over 20 years. Do I know Buddy LaCour? Yes, I do. Do we speak on a regular basis? Yes, we do. Do I negotiate? The answer is no. That's the end of it. So the fact that there's been some accusation there's a delay for political reason, that is not factual. So therefore, we have a motion. So therefore, I will abstain for reasons that is real clear. I have no position. All right?
Fine.
We good? You good with that? Let's go to the next.
Did you get a full roll?
You call roll? Call roll.
Ben Toledo,
Yes.
Robert Ford,
Yes.
Don Burnett,
Yes.
Bob Holman,
Yes.
Dennis Kennedy,
Yes.
Doug Lonnie,
Yes.
Alan Green.
I will abstain. Okay, next is openness. How do we, yes, Ben?
Okay, now you've had two or three people come up this evening for fundraising. And we've got that riverfront, and I guess I've been talking about this for 10 years. It's sitting there idle. Why can't those people, on any given weekend, like Labor Day weekend or something, go out there and put out some carts and stuff like that and peddle something and earn the $250 on that property we have there? It's just sitting idle. And why couldn't that be used? We do it here at the city center. You've got arts and sciences and all kinds of projects going on here. It seems to me that would be one of the easiest ways to make $250 that I know how.
Yeah, we've talked about that in the past. What we talked about is safety, security, lighting, electric, and bathrooms.
I understand,
Yeah.
that's if you're gonna put a permanent installation there, but
But
I'm
if you got
talking
people
about-
out there buying, where are they gonna go to the bathroom?